Hello and welcome from Dave M0OGY. Hope you're all doing well. A little bit of a different video this week. We're taking a look at a fully restored Midland 2001 UK FM CB radio. Now, you saw the pictures at the beginning of the video. That was just how rough it was. It was fascia was painted black and it had metal marker, like a yellow metal marker written on the casings, like the type I used to use in engineering a few years ago. So it was probably one of the roughest ones I've ever seen. So what's the story behind it? Well, I asked for this particular radio to add to my collection. I do actually own a 2001, but one of the older versions. That's a new old stock version which is boxed, and it is the AM/FM 80 channel version prior to this from around 1979-80. So whilst owning the later radios for the UK FM, the 3001 and 4001 and various others, I didn't have a decent 2001. So about 15 years ago I was gifted a load of empty boxes, and one is the one behind the radio which suits it, so we've got the box for it as well. So this radio has been restored by Andy, who's on Facebook, Lake Vintage Electronics. Now, I've been following him for quite a while on Facebook, and he makes all these fascias for various CB radios out of aluminium. He really does a good job, and he's got quite a large following on the Facebook page. So we are quite, I guess, lucky in the UK, as I feel we've got some of the best CB radio technicians and restoration guys in the world. So we'll have a look round it, see what's been done to it. Again, I keep going back to them pictures. It was a right rough wreck, and many people said, why was he bothering to do it? Well, he did it for me. So it's always nice to save clapped out radios. It's nice having new old stock ones and mint ones, but it's nice to save a few as well. So we'll have a look at it. The attention to detail is something else. I've never seen a radio actually restored as nice, and I've had a few. So yeah, both the transceiver's been restored, the casings have been refinished in this duck egg blue that the radios from Midland was done back in the day, the Precision series. All the inlays new, the fascia's been repainted silver. Again, the microphone was stripped, had all a new inlay and painted. Even the button to me looks new. There's no witness marks where you usually see when they've been keyed up many times. You can see the scrapes. So yeah, and it's even got a correct old school 4-pin microphone plug fitted. Yeah, so very good. And all the buttons have been refurbished. Everything. So it's only basic radios everyone knows about. The Midland 2001 came out as CB radio was legalised, and everyone probably remembers that's the 2nd of November 1981. This radio was manufactured in December 81, so it's a pretty early one. So you got the volume, the squelch control, moving across, got the channel change, the green LED readout. There's a TX light, CBPA, so as basic as they come. It's not really about a review of you know, the spec of this radio, it's about just how well it's been done. I will show it hopefully later in the video or on a second video on air. It has had some repairs inside it. You know, to be fair, the chassis looked in really nice condition. The zinc and yellow passive 8 chassis looked really nice even when it was in poor condition, but it had some repairs inside the radio as well, as it didn't work. So yeah, it's a cracking thing. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at the rear panel. It did come also with a new power lead. Again, really, you know, alright, it's just a power lead, but the quality of it's far better than most of the cheap things you can buy online for sure. Got all the correct plugs. It's had a new power plug on the back as well. So we'll spin the radio around and look at the rear panel next. Right, I'm back. So looking at the rear panel, you can see in the top left hand corner it does have the quality control sticker that's rather faded. On these radios was built by Maxon in Korea, I believe, made in Korea. So the good thing with all the radios generally made by that company, they date stamp them. So you can see in the right hand bottom corner it was made in December 1981. So yeah, that's that. You've got your antenna socket. Note it's had a new power socket. I'm sure it would be extremely yellow and worn out by now. And Lake Vintage Electronics cut little nameplate, which looks very nice. So that's the rear panel. I'll just show you the casings in a moment. It looks, you know, as I say, pretty much like new. Right, so the casings have been refinished in the correct duck egg blue, as I call it, colour, which is so familiar with everyone who's owned Midland radios of the era, the Precision series. It looks like new screws, which are the correct ones. So yeah, good stuff. Welcome back. So on my conclusion on the fully restored radio by Lake Vintage by Andy, I will leave a link below. He does restore a few radios, but he's more specialised in making the fascias to you know, repair your own radios. So he did this one. I did buy it off him, and you know, I was that impressed by the radio I thought I'd show it here on YouTube. Also, I'm sure most people are getting a little fed up with watching reviews of Louis Vuittons, as it seems to be the in radio at the moment. So I thought I'd bring you something a bit different this week, and hope it brings back a few past memories. So either later on in this video or in one next week, I will rig it up to the Vortex antenna and see if we can get a copy on it. So on that note, thanks for watching the video. Best 73 from Dave M0 OGY 26 Alpha Tango 025. Bye bye.
Well, you'll have to wait and see. But you never know. Might surprise me. They might surprise me and say, yeah, I'm gonna come and get it. No problem whatsoever. I've got a low signal with you, but I wouldn't let that put you off or anything else, but it's perfect, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a Midland, an old Midland 2001. It's just doing, well, I don't know, about 3.5 watts, that's all.
Yeah, spot on, buddy, spot on.
Yeah, you sound well, you're 5 and 9. I'm filming it anyway, so if you don't mind.
Good signal, you're 5 and 9 on the rock, over. No problem, I think somebody else is on here, Dave, giving you a check. I've just got to nip off, Dave. I've just got to answer a text message.
Yeah, okay, mate. Thanks for coming back to me anyway with a rig check on this little Midland. Cheers, mate. Good luck in selling your exercise bike, Roger.
No worries, Dave. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, cheers, mate. 7-3.
It's got the DDS in it, so it's all digital now. But yeah, this one.
Wonder who that is. Yeah, there's a few about.
Yeah, this one's had all the mods done. It's covering all the way up to 28 megs. So I use it on 10 meters as well. So I've got a small power mic on it, using a K-Pro. Usually in the past these sound a bit. There. Cheers, goodbye.
Yeah, Breaker, do you copy? Breaker on channel 22, do you copy?
So there's about 5 or 6. I'll stand by.
Yeah, do you copy 2680-025, Dave, Roger?
Again?
2680-025, name's Dave in North Links. No, I can't hear me.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, so you're on the east side, yeah? Yeah, I was driving, I went through the Dartford tunnel and then I headed onto the M25. I did have 19 on, but I didn't hear anybody. Yeah, no problem, Tom. Thanks for calling. Are you 5 and 8, over? 7, please. Yeah, the guy in Lincoln, go ahead. Yeah, no problem. Nice to hear you, Phil. It's, yeah, using a jumbo. Quite an old one, this one, but it's had all the mods done on it. Southern Europe, over. Yeah, are you actually in Lincoln or just outside? No, Paul, you're coming in okay. You're about 5 and 7, over. Yeah, thanks a lot, sir. Any please?
2680-025.
Yeah, more down West Yorkshire. Yeah, who's that, package? Yeah, no problem, John. You're coming in pretty good. I was down there last week speaking to Darren when I was on the 621, over. There's not much activity over there, isn't there? I heard a couple of guys, when I was in Leeds last week, I heard a couple of guys from Bradford. I heard Daz from, I think, Pontefract, and another chap, that was it. Is it Friday next? No, there was a few I talked to, and even in Leeds, there was only a couple of stations in Leeds. Sheffield's doing a bit better for itself than they've got plenty on, but yeah, it's pretty quiet around here, mostly. A lady broker down there, I think she was in Sheffield or Rotherham. There was a bit on the M1, but it's always the same, isn't it? You seem to get a few pockets around the big towns, you know? Anyway, thanks for coming back to me, mate. 73. You're working well from there, you're good.
Yeah, 26 Alpha Tango 025. Name's Dave in North Lincolnshire, Roger.
Oh, the 26 Alpha Tango, but I didn't get the full number.
Yeah, 025, number 25, Roger.
I'm really sorry I'm not picking you up. You're in my noise level. I've got a noise level of 4 and you're at 4, so it's difficult, sorry.
Yeah, okay, got all that and you're on video. It's Dave and running 3.5 watts from a Midland 2001. Anyway, you'll probably see yourself on video. Thanks for trying.
Just really over deviated, I think that's...
Mikey 7, Charlie Whiskey Bravo, standing by.
I am struggling with you, I'm really sorry. You're about an F5 when I'm out, but your audio is really loud. Okay, anybody else?
Mikey 7, Charlie Whiskey Bravo, standing by.
John from the Rock of Gibraltar, listening. Anybody on channel 22? Got a copy on the John in...
Wow, the controls are very tight on this radio, just like a brand new radio. Anyway, we did actually get through to Gibraltar, only just, but signal 4. But to say that, I'm chuffed to bits, first contact other than a fairly local station. Yeah, yeah, good stuff, so it seems to be working well.